One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Now we have Peter King calling in, and Congressman Peter King, I talked to you this morning, I talked to you tonight. I talked to you more than I talked to my wife.
You must be getting sick of me, John. I don't know, but it's always great to talk with you and everyone there. And also, it's a great pleasure to follow Nick LaLota. He's doing a great job in Congress. And Rita, I think you hit it. Security is so important. Homeland security, security from enemies overseas. And Nick is really qualified in that, and he really walks the walk on that. He really does.
And Congressman, tell us what you feel like this afternoon. Is it better than this morning?
Oh, yeah. Listen, first, I enjoyed being on with you this morning, and it's a great today. But also, just looking forward to tomorrow, the 250th anniversary of our country. And to me, we can't emphasize enough, what a great country this is. We take it for granted, and we say, oh, yeah, we love America. But the fact is, we really should take the time to realize how much we should love it. John, you're an immigrant. I'm a grandson of immigrants. I had many immigrants in my family over here. And everyone was able to make a living at the very least, and some do a lot better than that, much more than they ever would have done if they hadn't left. And you think of all these immigrants who came here with really very little, and they fought hard, and they achieved so much, which they never would have been able to do in their own country. But the fact is they did it legally, and that's what made America great. And the opportunities it gives people, all we've done around the world. There's been no world power who has ever been as generous as the United States. After World War II, we were the only country with a nuclear bomb, and we started to demobilize. We could have conquered the world at that moment if we wanted to. And there's so many other instances like that where, I guess it was Colin Powell, says all our soldiers look for, or all we look for our fighting men and women overseas, is have gravestones for them if they should be killed in action. And that's really what America's been about. There was so much good. Listen, we're not perfect. And even, the fact the Constitution says a more perfect union means we're not perfect to begin with, but we're as close to it as anyone. And more than that, we're constantly aspiring to it. So I have no patience with people who criticize this country. And even though I'm very pro-immigrant, I have no patience with immigrants who come here and attack the country. If you don't like it, go back home. That to me is
Peter,
disgraceful.
What Congressman LaLota is talking about is holding back money because of the policies that, East Hampton has? I've never heard of that before. Has it been done before?
I think it's been done several places, but I know Nick is very strong on that. And to me, he's certainly getting their attention. I think that he started first of all, I'm on his side of the debate, but the fact we even have a debate now is important. And we have to really turn this whole thing around, this whole thing of not supporting ICE, this whole thing of not cooperating when it comes to deporting illegals here who are committing crimes. Like we're seeing out at Minnesota, the whole thing. We got
to keep our country safe. We got to keep our cities and the counties safe. And I remember East Hampton, me, yourself, and your daughter were fighting the community there because they wanted to close the airport.
Yeah, no, that's you're right about my daughter. She really put up a fight for that. But you're right, though. It's to me, these are fights we should all have. We should all be willing to take part in them. And again, most of all, John, is to defend the country in every way. Defend it when we're in conversation. Defend it when we're at war. And defending it internally from people who's going to try to subvert us from inside. And again, this weekend is, I can tell you, having been involved with the Nassau County Police and their preparations for this 4th of July ceremony, the work that goes into it, it's all behind the scenes. Yeah, obviously the cops are out there protecting the Taylor Swift wedding, but you have no idea what's going on to protect us from possible attacks involving all of these 4th of July celebrations and commemorations that's out there. This is all done behind the scenes, and people should never take that for granted. Just like we should never take for granted what our men and women in the armed forces are doing every day overseas at various locations, while we're back here enjoying ourselves.
And our politicians is giving money to migrants that hate America, putting them up in $400 hotel rooms. $400 a day hotel rooms, and our veterans are in the streets homeless. I mean, that is damn bad. Rita, you had a last question before we have to go to a break.
Oh, yeah. And Peter, I'm here at the White House, where obviously security is unbelievable, as you can imagine. And one of the things I think about, and the president, one thing you didn't bring up yet is birthright citizenship. I mean, how crazy is this birthright tourism? What a disaster that is for the country.
Really is something that's really been abused. Listen, I have a regard for Amy Coney Barrett and Justice Roberts. I understand their opinion, but we have to find some way to get around this, because this is definitely an abuse of something. And whether if it can be done through legislation, the way Justice Kavanaugh said, or even if it requires a constitutional amendment or some modification, because it's a terrible abuse of the system, and it was something that was never done before. Immigrants came here to stay here. They stay here to make their lives and careers here, to raise their children here, but they did it legally, and that's what we have to go back to.
Well, Congressman Peter King, thank you for coming on, and we'll talk again real soon.
And happy 250. Thank you, John.
Happy 250.